That's the voice of Michael Massey, race director in race control.
Oh, so no more weaving or braking or warming of tyres from that point onwards.
Inside race control, Craig Baird in the black vest there in the middle. Controlling the field, Paul Dumbrell, who has not stopped. The remaining cars in this field, with the exception of Matt Charter, who went off and triggered the safety car, the rest have all completed a pit stop. Macaulay Jones, the first of those in the queue behind Paul, obviously, that's got the stop out of the way. And an observation from seasoned campaigner, a guy who's won at the mountain here before, Paul Morris, that the 120-litre tank in the older car of Brodie Kostecki could put him in a good position here.
A few people asleep at the restart. Paul Dumbrell pulls the trigger nice and early. Andrew Jones has left a massive gap as Charter goes to the lane. And LeBrock and Hazelwood have reversed positions. From that pit stop, Macaulay Jones has had a huge jump forward. I wonder if they short-filled that car, I'm not sure. Just their pit stop was that much better for Macaulay to have jumped that far up during that sequence of stops.
Lane drive-through penalty for car number 55, spinning wheels during its pit stop.
You heard it, that's for Kurt Kostecki, currently in 7th position. What a blow.
Drive-through penalty for car 55.
LeBrock keeps that pressure on Macaulay Jones. That's because Dumbrell's already eked out an advantage of 1 second. Brilliant on the restart, Paul Dumbrell.
Not sure at this stage LeBrock's going to be too worried about what Dumbrell is doing, knowing that he hasn't made that first stop. He will want to clear Macaulay Jones quite quickly. We saw that Macaulay's car was probably a little bit more of a handful than what the Ultima was earlier on in that first stint. So we'll see if these guys get bunched up. Hazelwood, he'll be putting pressure very quickly on LeBrock, wanting to either force him into a mistake or make a move and get his nose back out in front. All the way down to the elbow. The road just plummets away underneath you. And then continues down for that first half of Conrod Straight. Just starting to flatten now, and then back up over the hump, halfway down Conrod. Cars get a little bit light, and then here they are approaching the chase. What a shot.
60 k's an hour on any other day of the year, or only a handful of events at this wonderful venue throughout the season. That's for the penalty. That's Kurt Kostecki making his way back into the lane for those wheels spinning during the pit stop.
Here's the fuel rigs being used to get the fuel inside these Super 2 cars. Dave Stewart checking the rigs and the measurements.
Gets another one done. Forward moves up into position 8 ahead of Jack Smith. And question mark there.
I think I know what that's for. Just the long shot up Conrod Straight where the safety car was released. We saw a couple of cars weaving after Michael Massey got on the radio and informed everybody that
car number 21 for a safety car restart infringement, and we're also displaying the black flag for a pit lane drive-through penalty to car 98 for a safety car restart infringement.
Now lights are out, there's 21.
Yep.
He's still weaving quite aggressively at that point.
And Jordan Boys too. And Jordan Boys. So he'll be in a bit of trouble for that.
Well, that's probably a little bit of rookie stuff.
So here's the penalties. Is this tough for the youngsters, given how far back in the queue they were? Can they see that far down the road?
Rules are rules.
Yeah.
And this is how you learn. This is how you learn to fall into line with what's required of you if you make the main game. And as forward now is caught right up behind Jack Perkins at a fair rate of knots.
just looks effortless in the Ultima over the top for forward, and it has done all weekend.
Yeah, well, he's struggling. Look at the difference in the times too. You see the comparisons. Jack really not happy at all. His forward slices down the inside. Not an easy place to do it, especially on someone who's as experienced as Jack Perkins. And you can see Jack had nothing. Now here he is on pit row now. The 88, the race leader at the time, who's now dropping down the order as he makes his way, looking from the Blackwoods Express. Cam Cat.
And Bryce forward in the lane as well. There you go, you can see the Minis entry in the background.
Well, that'll be a splash. They're obviously, yeah. Well, that's answered the question. There was no doubt about the need for the Nissan to do an extra little stop, and they've chosen to do it right now. Charter pulling over on Conrod.
Now, he'd just been in the lane moments ago. Is there some sort of issue when he's rejoined?
Oh, Perkins with an issue.
He's unstrapping too. I think that's game over, is it? For Jack Perkins.
Game over.
Safety car standby.
And here's the safety car.
Oh, timing. So that's the voice of Michael Massey. And obviously concerned about where Charter's car is.
The safety car is out. We would expect to see LeBrock come to the lane. Well played.
And that's obviously in relation, I would say, to Bryce. Is that right? And what's going to happen here?
So here they come.
Yep.
So they know they have to make that extra splash. How's this going to work for Forward and Hazelwood? They're all in. McCauley using every bit of road and more as he came through the zigzag. The S-Ben's in the lane.
Matt White Motorsport supporters giving a wave, keeping an eye on
They saw us.
LeBrock, yeah.
Andrew in as well. Where is Forward on the racetrack? How's this going to work? There was obviously the deficit that he had from stopping out of sync earlier, having to pass all those cars. LeBrock's away. Hazelwood hasn't stopped yet. Oh, how's that? A near miss as Jones was pulling in. Hazelwood now plugged in. Are they going to get him away? No, he's going to have to fall in behind. So he comes away behind LeBrock. It's going to be a sprint to the finish. We still haven't seen Forward. Those guys have been released. This has worked well.
Brody Kostecki's been in the lane as well. There's Jordan Boyce coming in. So there, that answers Merv's question in relation to Bryce Forward. And the other guy who'd taken service as well, Will Brown, a lap or two prior to Bryce.
So we've slopped back. He's ahead of Mason Barbera, so that makes him fifth. So Forward's fifth. So it hasn't worked out too badly. And they're all going to be left line astern behind the Porsche Vodafone safety car for the final sprint. Everyone fueled to the finish.